Spain has not been this close to a World Cup semifinal in 16 years. Today, that drought either ends or it gets a lot more painful. This afternoon in Los Angeles, Spain and Belgium play a quarterfinal that could swing on one moment, one substitution, one bounce of the ball. And here's the twist nobody's talking about enough. These two teams have unfinished business. 40 years ago, in almost the exact same spot in a World Cup bracket, one of these countries broke the other one's heart. Stick around, because by the end of this video you'll know exactly what to watch for, and you might just change your prediction. The stakes. Let's start simple. Win today, you're in the semifinal. Lose, you go home. That's it. That's the whole deal. But for Spain, this isn't just about one game. They haven't reached a World Cup semifinal since 2010, the year they actually won the whole thing. Since then, quarterfinal exits, round of 16 flameouts, a whole lot of so close. So this match is basically Spain trying to prove they're back at the top table, not just a good team, but a great one again. Spain's road here. In theory, Spain is the safer bet. In practice, nothing about a World Cup knockout run is safe. Here's how they got here. They opened the tournament a little shaky, nothing disastrous, just not their usual sharp selves. Then something clicked. They demolished Austria 3-0 in the round of 16. Then they needed a stoppage time winner from Mikel Merino just to get past Portugal and Cristiano Ronaldo in the quarter-final path. And here's the stat that should scare Belgium. Spain has now kept 6 straight clean sheets at this World Cup. Nobody in the history of the tournament has done that. Not one team. Ever. Their defense isn't just good right now, it's historically good. Belgium's road here. Belgium's story is the opposite kind of impressive. This sounds simple. It isn't. In the round of 32, they fell behind Senegal 2-0 and looked like they were about to become the tournament's first big shock exit. Instead, they clawed all the way back and won. Then, in the round of 16, they absolutely dismantled co-host USA. Not a nervy win. A statement win. So Belgium shows up to this game with two very different faces on their resume. A team that can be rattled and a team that can be ruthless. You genuinely don't know which one you're getting. Here's where it gets interesting. Belgium is walking into this match without one of their key midfielders, Amadou Onana, who tore his ACL in the last round and is done for the tournament. That's a real problem, because Onana was doing a lot of the defensive dirty work in midfield. Now Belgium has to plug that hole against a Spanish midfield that loves to pass you into exhaustion. You know the type. The team that doesn't need to run past you, it just moves the ball until you're the one who's tired. The history between these two. Now here's the part that makes this match feel personal. These teams have only met at the World Cup twice. In 1986, Belgium beat Spain on penalties in the quarter-final. Brutal way to go out. 4 years later, in 1990, Spain got their revenge in the group stage. So this quarter-final, 40 years after the first heartbreak, is basically Belgium getting a shot at reliving their favorite World Cup memory, and Spain getting a shot at making sure they don't keep players to watch. A few names decide games like this. For Spain, keep an eye on Lamine Yamal, playing his very first World Cup and already looking like he's been doing this for a decade. Rodri anchors the midfield, the guy who makes sure Spain never loses control of a game. For Belgium, the pressure is on their attack to create something out of nothing, because if this match turns into a pure possession battle, Spain usually wins that fight. In theory, Belgium needs quick transitions and set pieces. In practice, they need a bit of chaos, because clean, patient football favors Spain almost every time. What the numbers say. The projections going into this match give Spain a real edge, somewhere around a 59% chance of winning it outright in regulation, with Belgium sitting closer to 18% and a solid chance the game drags into extra time. Numbers are destiny. Obviously, upsets happen. That's literally why we watch sports. But it tells you the shape of this game. Spain is expected to control it. Belgium is expected to need a moment of brilliance, or a mistake from Spain, to break through. So who actually wins? Here's the honest answer. Spain has the better defense, the better midfield control, and the momentum of history on their side. Belgium has the resilience, the firepower, and a chip on their shoulder 40 years in the making. If Belgium can survive Spain's opening spell and keep the game scrappy, they've got a real shot. If Spain settles into their rhythm early, this could be over before it feels close. We started this video with a heartbreak from 1986. Here's your one-sentence takeaway. Today, Spain has the tools to finally get revenge on history, but Belgium has already proven this tournament that they don't care what the numbers say. So here's the real question. Do you trust the team with the historic defense, or the team that's already come back from the dead once this tournament? Drop your prediction in the comments before kickoff. I want to see who actually called it. And if breakdowns like this help you actually understand the game instead of just watching it, go ahead and subscribe, because we're doing this every single round.